स्वतंत्रता दिवस की सबको हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। आज हम कुछ ऐसे लोगों के बारे में बात करेंगे जो अगर न होते तो हमारा भारत आज़ाद ना होता। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं।
सभी को स्वतंत्रता दिवस की एक बार फिर से हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। मैंने सोचा कि हमारे भारतवर्ष को आजाद हुए 75 साल हो गए, तो क्यों ना हम कुछ ऐसे लोगों के बारे में जाने जिन्होंने बहुत ही अहम भूमिका निभाई है हमारे भारतवर्ष को आजाद करने के लिए। तो चलिए मंगल पांडे से शुरू करते हैं, जिन्होंने ये स्वतंत्रता की लड़ी शुरू की थी। मंगल पांडे का जन्म 30 जनवरी 1831 नगवा गांव में हुआ था। मंगल पांडे भारत के प्रथम स्वतंत्रता संग्राम के अग्रदूत थे। उनके द्वारा भड़काई गई क्रांति की ज्वाला से अंग्रेज शासन बुरी तरह हिल गया। हालांकि अंग्रेजों ने इस क्रांति को दबा दिया, पर मंगल पांडे की शहादत ने देश में जो क्रांति के बीज बोए, उसने अंग्रेजी हुकूमत को 100 साल के अंदर ही भारत से उखाड़ फेंका। मंगल पांडे ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी के अंतर्गत 34वीं बंगाल नेटिव इन्फेंट्री में एक सिपाही थे। सन 1857 की क्रांति के दौरान मंगल पांडे ने एक ऐसे विद्रोह को जन्म दिया जो जंगल में आग की तरह संपूर्ण उत्तर भारत और देश के दूसरे भागों में भी फैल गया। यह भले ही भारत का संविधानिकता का प्रथम संग्राम न रहा हो, पर यह क्रांति निरंतर आगे बढ़ती गई। अंग्रेजी हुकूमत ने उन्हें गद्दार और विद्रोह की संज्ञा दी, पर मंगल पांडे प्रत्येक भारतीय के लिए एक महानायक है। खूब लड़ी मर्दानी वो तो झांसी वाली रानी थी। हम सबको झांसी की रानी के बारे में पता ही होगा। तो आज हम देखते हैं, अब आगे हम देखते हैं झांसी की रानी रानी लक्ष्मीबाई के बारे में। तो रानी लक्ष्मीबाई का विवाह सन 1850 में हुआ था, और इनका विवाह गंगाधर राव, श्री राजा गंगाधर राव से हुआ था। 27 फरवरी को लॉर्ड डलहौजी ने गोद की नीति के अंतर्गत दामोदर राव की गोद अस्वीकार कर दी और झांसी को अंग्रेजी राज्य में मिलने की घोषणा कर दी। पॉलिटिकल एजेंट्स की सूचना पाते ही रानी के मुख से यह वाक्य निकला कि मैं अपनी झांसी नहीं दूंगी। यहीं से भारत की प्रथम स्वाधीनता क्रांति का बीज फूटा है। अंग्रेजों की राज्य लिप्सा की नीति से उत्तरी भारत के नवाब और राज महाराजाओं असंतुष्ट हो गए और सभी के विद्रोह की आग भभक उठी। रानी लक्ष्मीबाई ने इसको स्वर्ण अवसर माना और क्रांति की ज्वालाओं को अधिक सुलगाया तथा अंग्रेजों के विरुद्ध विद्रोह करने की योजना बनाई। इस कारण रानी लक्ष्मीबाई ने स्वतंत्रता की लड़ाई में अपना सहयोग दिया। Passing by Jinnat Mahal's palace in Lal Kaun in Old Delhi fills one with dismay at the plight of this once magnificent 1846 structure. Zinnat Mahal was the youngest and favorite queen of Bahadur Shah Zafar, who was the age of her grandfather and key participant in the revolt of 1857, collaborating at first with nobles like Hakim Asnullah Khan, Ali's Gangaram Yahudi, but charting out her own course after she suspected the emperor's physician of being a British born. जिन्नत महल, जो कि बहादुर शाह जफर की सबसे छोटी और प्रिय रानी थी, उन्होंने भी स्वतंत्रता की लड़ाई में अपना सहयोग दिया था। दादा भाई नारोजी Dadabhai Naroji, popularly known as the Grand Old Man of India, was born in a Parsi family in Mumbai on September 4, 1825. He worked as a professor of mathematics in Elphinstone College at Mumbai for 10 years. In 1855, he left the teaching profession and went to England as a partner in a firm. In 1869, he returned to Mumbai. He was elected to the Mumbai Municipal Corporation and later to the town council. He founded the Bombay Association, edited the newspaper Raj Koftar. He started a magazine, Dharma Darshak. He started movements against the Vernacular Press Act and atrocious treatment of poor peasants by zamindars. As an economic thinker, he came to the conclusion that the root cause of the economic ills of India was the exploitation of India by the British. Dadabhai's view on Indian economy are given in the work entitled Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. His famous drain theory explained how India's wealth was being drained to England through various ways. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Bal Gangadhar Tilak is known as the father of the assertive nationalist. He played a leading role in the popularizing the cult of patriotism and making the Congress movement broad-based. Tilak was born in Maharashtra. After taking his degree in law, he founded the Pune New English School. The Deccan Education Society was founded by him under Justice Ranade's guidance in 1884. Gokhale and Tilak were its members. The society set up many educational institutions, including the famous Ferguson College at Pune. Tilak was the forerunner of Mahatma Gandhi in a number of ways. First, Tilak's idea of Swaraj was akin to Mahatma Gandhi's idea of complete independence. Second, Tilak sought close contact with the masses of Mahatma Gandhi did. Third, Tilak preached the idea of Swadeshi boycott and prohibition. These ideas were preached and followed by Mahatma Gandhi later on. Fourth, Tilak had to suffer several terms of imprisonment for the sake of country, an example followed by Mahatma Gandhi and other nationalist leaders. अब हम कुछ ऐसे दो लोगों के बारे में बात करना चाहेंगे जिन्होंने बहुत ही अहम भूमिका निभाई है स्वतंत्र भारत में. Bhagat Singh was an Indian revolutionary whose two acts of dramatic violence against the British in India and execution at the age of 23 made him a folk hero of the Indian independence movement. In December 1928, Bhagat Singh and an associate, Shivram Rajguru, shot a 21-year-old British police officer in Lahore, Punjab, in what is today Pakistan, mistaking Saunders, who was still on probation, for the British police superintendent. As he lay injured, he was then shot at close range several times by Singh. The post-mortem report showing 8 bullets wounds. Another associate of Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, shot dead an Indian police head constable Chanan Singh, who attempted to give chase to Singh and Rajguru as they fled. Bhagat Singh became a popular folk hero after his death. Jawaharlal Nehru wrote about him. Bhagat Singh did not become popular because of his act of terrorism, but because he seemed to vindicate for the moment the honor of Lala Lajpat Rai and through him of the nation. He became a symbol. The act was forgotten, the symbol remained, and within a few months, each town and village of the Punjab and to a lesser extent in the rest of the northern India resound with his name. In still later years, Singh, an atheist and socialist in life, won admirers in India from among a political spectrum that included both communist and right-wing Hindu nationalists. Okay, so this was all about Bhagat Singh. Now, the father of the India, Mahatma Gandhi, Mohandas Karamchand Das Gandhi, mostly venerated as Mahatma, was an Indian lawyer, anti-colonial nationalist, and political ethicist who employed non-violent resistance to lead the successful campaign for India's independence from British rule, and in turn inspired movements for civil rights and freedom across the world. The honorific title Mahatma first applied to him in 1914 in South Africa is now used throughout the world. Born and raised in a Hindu family in coastal Gujarat, Gandhi trained in law at the Inner Temple, London, and was called to bar at age of 22 in June 1891. After 2 uncertain years in India, where he was unable to start a successful law practice, he moved to South Africa in 1893 to represent an Indian merchant in a lawsuit. He went to live in South Africa for 21 years. It was in South Africa that Gandhi raised a family and first employed non-violent resistance in a campaign for civil rights. In 1950, aged 45, he returned to India. He set about organizing peasants, farmers, and urban laborers to protest against excessive land tax and discrimination. Assuming leadership in the Indian National Congress in 1921, Gandhi led nationwide campaigns for easing poverty, expanding women's rights, building religious and ethnic community, ending untouchability, and above all, for achieving Swaraj or self rule. Also in 1921, Gandhi adopted the use of an Indian loincloth, short dhoti, which is called as, and a shawl, worn, woven with yarn, hand spun on a traditional Indian spinning wheel, as a sign of identification with India's rural poor. He also began to live modestly in a self-sufficient residential community, ate simple vegetarian food, and undertook long fast as means of self-purification and political protest. Bringing anti-colonial nationalism to the common Indians, Gandhi led them in challenging the British imposed salt tax with the 400 kilometers Dandi Salt March in 1930 and is calling for the British to quit India in 1942. He was imprisoned many times and for many years in both South Africa and India. Gandhi's birthday, 2nd October, is commemorated in India as Gandhi Jayanti, a national holiday, and worldwide as the International Day of Nonviolence. Gandhi is commonly, though not formally, considered the father of the nation in India and was commonly called Bapu. So with this, we have covered the most important people who had contributed a lot in the independence for India. And there were many more, the Lal Bal Pal, Lal Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai, and Bipin Chandra Pal, the assertive nationalists, and even in the early nationalists, Dadabhai Naroji and Surendranath Banerjee. So there are many more people who had contributed several things for the independence, complete independence. So with this, we are done with this video. I hope you liked the video and happy Independence Day again. And do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye. Thank you.